Hey guys, this is Ty from Tennessee. I hope everyone is doing well today. And in today's video, I'm going to be going over the 5 things that I hate about this 2021 Harley Davidson Sportster S. Stick around. You know, when you first get a new motorcycle, you absolutely just fall in love with it, don't you?
You are so beautiful.
And you just notice everything that's wonderful and great and grand about the bike, and, you know, no bad vibes and that type of thing. Well, today, I'm going to try to be honest with you guys. And it was tough, you know? It was really tough to think of 5 things that I don't like about this bike, especially when it's brand new. You know, what is that? So one of the things that's right from the start that we're going to talk about is what I'm about to do right now. Now, when you've got a street glide, you're used to that big old tank, right? The option to have a lot of gasoline. Well, the Sportster S, you don't get that. I mean, it's like a half a gallon tank in this thing. So this is going to be my first time filling it up. So this would have to be one of the things that I hate about the Sportster S is there's just not a lot of fuel capacity. Okay, this is what it is. Let's see what the... All right, so that's $7.40, 1.8 gallons. Hey everybody, this is Ty. Sorry to interrupt the video, but there is one other thing that I wanted to mention. Now, I found out this piece of information after I recorded the original video, so I decided to insert that in here so you guys can be aware as well. I always thought, I was under the impression at least, that the Sportster S came with heated grips from the factory. I mean, on the left side, if you look, there's a little button, and you press that button and the heated grips are supposed to come on. Well, one of the things that I noticed, and some of the other viewers did of my videos, is that if you press that button, well, nothing seemed to happen. And so I was curious about that and wanted to show you guys something and tell you a few other things as well. So let's take a look. All right, so what I've got here is Harley Davidson's Sportster S owner's manual pull-up. And if you guys notice right here, heated hand grips if equipped. Now, that's one of the first things that I noticed. And if you begin to scroll down through here, what you'll see is this is the left control on the handlebars. And again, number 5, it's got the button for the heated grips. Heated hand grips, again, if equipped. So through a conversation with a couple of viewers on some of my Sportster S videos, one of the gentlemen mentioned that he had those installed at his local dealership. And so just through conversation, again, I was always under the impression the heated grips came from the factory with the bike, but that is not the case. At least that was my experience, and the other people I was telling you about, it was their experience as well. So I just wanted you guys to know this so we can all have our expectations set if you decide to purchase the Sportster S. All in all, I believe it's a fantastic motorcycle, but this is one of the things that kind of bummed me out and that I would add to the list that I don't like about the Sportster S. And now, back to the video. It is a beautiful and comfortable 64 degrees today in November in Tennessee. And the sky is blue as it can be. There's hardly a cloud in the sky, and it is a great day to get out and ride motorcycles. So I hope that you were able to do the same wherever you are. Another one of the things that I don't like about this motorcycle, and this, you know, Harley didn't design this motorcycle around GoPros, but there's not a lot of places on the handlebar and places for me to mount my GoPros. I really had to try to think outside the box to get that first person point of view, you know, and that was one of the things. Also, I like to have my phone up on the handlebars. And I just didn't want to junk this view up, you know, with a GoPro up here and with the, you know, my mount for my phone and that type of thing. I just didn't want to junk everything up and make it look messy and get away from the clean look of the bike. And like I said, Harley doesn't design the bike around GoPros, but it was just one of those things that took me a little while to find out. So that'd have to be one of the things that I don't like about the bike, but I was able to figure out my way around it. So we're all good there. All right, let's move on with some things that I'm not too crazy about this motorcycle. Now, really, like I said, I had to be nitpicky about a lot of these things, and that's for sure. But one of them would have to be, obviously, there's not a lot of storage space on a Sportster, right? One of the things that I'm used to is, you know, my big bagger, and I can store just about anything I want to. It's got a tour pack. I can take just about anything with me. Well, not so much on the Sportster S. So unless you're going to carry a backpack, you better have some big pockets with you, because there's just not a lot of storage space. Now, I say that, and yeah, when you buy a Sportster or you buy a bike that doesn't have a lot of storage, you know that going into it, or you should know that going into it. So this isn't anything that really caught me off guard. Like, I didn't get the motorcycle home and then go, oh my gosh, there's no place to store my stuff. You know, I kind of knew that going into it. So, but that would have to be one of the things that I think about that I'm not too crazy about, because I just have to change up my whole way of thinking when I'm going to place, you know, A and B on my bike. So, yeah, it is what it is. What are you going to do? And then also, I would have to say, and I believe this one will change. This one will change. Give it a little bit of time. And that's right now, there's just not a lot of aftermarket parts for this motorcycle. You know, Harley has some that they have, and I've ordered a few of those. You know, I'm getting the pillion backrest so I can put the bag on the back, and I ordered the windshield for this motorcycle. So those are some of the things that, you know, I would like to think about. Like, I can't wait to see if places start coming out with different type of exhaust systems for this bike. I'd love to be able to see that. You know, I like what's on this motorcycle, but, you know, depending on what different companies put out, you know, my options are open to different parts and accessories. So I am anxiously awaiting to see what other companies do with Sportster S. Sportster S, oh, that roadkill really just was disgusting. That Sportster S parts and pieces. All right, well, I have given you guys a list of 5 things. If I could add one more to the list, it would have to be this. And this isn't necessarily about the motorcycle itself, but it's what people say about the motorcycle. And I've heard a lot of this. Well, that ain't no Sportster. No, I'm sorry. Well, that ain't no Harley. And I've also heard that ain't no Sportster. Harley is not liquid cool. Harley is air cool. That ain't no Harley. Well, I promise you, it is a Harley. You go to Harley's website, it's on there. You go to the dealerships, they're in there. This is absolutely, most certainly, a Harley Davidson. You don't have to like it, but that doesn't change. That doesn't change the reality that this is a Harley Davidson motorcycle, and in my opinion, it is an excellent Harley Davidson motorcycle. That's why it was so tough for me to pick out 5 things that I hate about this motorcycle. And I probably have to confess to you, more than anything, it's probably a little bit of clickbait, so I'm sorry. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry for the clickbait. But I do appreciate everyone's time today. It looks like we've got a little bit of traffic up here ahead, so the views might suck here for a minute. But I just wanted to tell you, I appreciate your time today very, very much. If you would, please like this video and comment. Tell me what you think about the Sportster S, whether you like it or love it. And if you would consider subscribing to the channel, that would just be awesome. I hope you guys have an excellent day, and we'll talk to you again soon.